Yes, it's that time of the week again. It's Aces of the Week. You guys have been tearing it up so much over the last week that I split it into medium tiers, high tiers, and TDs. But boy, have we got some exciting stuff for you today. So let's have a look at the Aces gallery of the week that is purely focused on the medium tiers. Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz, and yes, this is the Aces of the Week for the third week of December, part 1. And this part is just focused on the medium tiers because I've had so many fantastic replays sent to me. And as you notice, I'm still staying all nostalgic with the Take a Heart gallery music, because after all, this is a gallery and this is the time where I get to be really lazy and just chat away. So first off, we have a very good friend of mine, Spinnyboy 2, rolling out in the Strav. Hey, yes, the Black Friday tank that lots of people managed to get their paws on, and I did a review on and told people for the price that it was going, it was really a must-have. Now, quite a few people have bought this tank, which doesn't surprise me because it was at a bargain basement price. And to be honest with you, I actually really like this tank, even though a lot of people slate it. I just think it's a funky, fun tank. Now, Spennyboy used to be in FTC 3, but now he's the clan lead of a new FTC clan, FTC 6, so congrats there on Spennyboy. And here he is, as I said, rolling out in the little, currently Hybrid Nation Tier 6, the Strav, which a lot of people think is a TD, but it's actually a medium tank, although it's better if you do play it like a TD, because, wow, it's got a fantastic gun and pants armor. So here he is on Castilla, which is a really funky map for this tank, because you can get it into some really cool positions, you can keep it all down, and if you're in this position and everybody's spotted up, you can cause a lot of mayhem. So Spennyboy is now spotted up the M4, and as I said, he can give him a lot of mayhem. He needs to back away because the reload on the Strav, because it's an auto loader with a 3-clip magazine, is pretty long. But boy, does this thing churn out a lot of damage when it wants to. And in the right hands, it is a real menace. The M4 is backed away, quite rightly. He's not going to get many good shots in there, but there's a Panzer IV over there. So we've got 2 tanks that Spennyboy can look at, and he decides to go for a dip. And why not? I think he's trying to get that M4 out of the way, which I don't blame him, because it's a pretty tricky opposition in the right paws. Unfortunately, whoever's driving this M4 is put himself in a really bad position, and he's not long for this game, as you can see there, because Spennyboy dispatches him. Now the Panzer IV is completely unfocused on Spennyboy. Spennyboy's only got 1 left in the clip. He decides to shoot his barrel, and he does it some damage. He was never going to kill the tank or put any damage into the tank apart from taking out a module. Allows him to reload, allows him to reposition. The Panzer IV is completely oblivious to Spennyboy coming up in the Strav, much to his charging, because he's going to be dispatched in short order. Spennyboy's run out of clip, so what's the best thing to do? Well, the best thing to do is just ram him. And there you go. He's rammed and he's gone. Spennyboy's now got 2 kills to his name. He's dished out just shy of 1,000 damage, and okay, he's taken a few off his own hit points, what with the ram and the Panzer IV shooting him earlier, but he's in a really good position. It's even Stevens on the teams. There's 4 against 4, but there are some pretty difficult targets out there. There is a KB2, for example. The Leo here, unfortunately, looks a bit AFK, allowing Spennyboy an easy run-in. He should be able to dispatch him without any problem whatsoever, what with the tank being AFK. And as he's down this side, you might as well do it. A lot of people say, oh, you should leave the AFKs till the end, but what's the point? You're only going to have to come back and do it anyway. So get rid of him here and now, and increase your damage output. So he's now at 1,591. He's now got 3 kills to his name. There are still even Stevens, 3 against 3, and at least one of those tanks is pretty difficult. And there's the difficult one, the KV2. The R44 is really down to a one-shot. He's not going to be hanging around much longer. And Spennyboy is 2 against 3. He's got a companion up there in the Panzer III-4 who's trying to put shots in. Spennyboy's now going to get really optimistic and think he's going to use the Strav to get up this cliff. He's not going to, so he's going to have to rethink what he's going to do. The T-25 and the KV-2 are sort of looking at the cap and trying to cap out, thinking they have a distinct advantage, which they do, to be perfectly honest with you. It's still 3 against 2. The Panzer III-4 doesn't seem to be in much of a mood to move down from his position, which is okay because they've focused him, allowing Spennyboy to get around this corner and take this R44 out, which he does. Now he's got 4 kills to his name. There's the T-25, plow some into him, get kill number 5. So, they're now 1 against 1. The Panzer III-4 is gone. Spennyboy, quite rightly, is worried about that KV-2 because he's a one-shot to the KV-2. If the KV-2 loads HE and gets a good roll onto this little Strav, the Strav's gone. It's as simple as that. Yet the KV-2 is a full clip to this Strav. So you need to remember this. So Spennyboy is doing exactly the right thing. He's got out of dodge, he's relocated, he's reset his camo. Okay, he doesn't know where the KV-2 is now. He has a rough idea that he's over by the cap point. He's thinking about flanking him. Oh, the KV-2 pops back up. Spennyboy is thinking about, what shall I do? Shall I flank him? Shall I go up? Quite rightly, he's reset the camo again. The KV-2, he knows the KV-2 is around that cap point. So go slightly high. Try and use to your advantage the height, because if you're in a position of height, funnily enough, you do get an advantage as long as you don't stick your nose out too far. He's still, quite rightly, really dubious about this KV-2. As I say, one shot, he's gone. And all the hard work of getting the 5 kills would have been for nothing. The KV-2 is popped back up again, and he knows where Spennyboy is, so he's trying to make a move around there. Now watch this for a shot. That is an amazing shot. Engine fire, and he's gone. What a fantastic run. 6 kills. Those shots at the end through that window was absolutely really tight. That is a great mastery. 2,563 damage, 6 kills. What a fantastic rollout for Spennyboy 2 of FTC 6, and I really want to thank him for showing us that replay, because it goes to show, guys, if you just take your time, chill out, you will be a menace on the battlefield. Next up, another really good friend of mine, Grooms 23 of the FTC 3 clan. Now, Grooms has decided to roll out in the R44, a tank I absolutely adore. This is my tier 6 go-to tournament tank. I think this is one of the best tier 6 tanks that you can get your hands on. So, this is the R44, the tier 6 French heavy tank. And as I said, I love it. Grooms has got it into a great position here on Mirage. He's got a shed load of red teams up there, a KV-1, a KV-2, a Cromwell and a R44, and he is just able to rain AP onto them with impunity, and he's in a great position. The KV-2 is just sideways on, allowing Grooms to put a load of shots in there. The KV-1 is making a move, much to Grooms' annoyance, because the KV-1 is not angled properly, and the R44's gun is fantastic. It's got great penetration and a good amount of damage dishing out. As you can see here, he's already done over 1,000 damage, and the KV-2 is not long for the world, and there he is. He's back in the garage, cursing the time he rolled out with the KV-2 and didn't manage to wipe somebody out in one go. KV-1 is also not long for this world. Grooms has got him down to a one-shot. The R44 popped off, and now he's popped back on again. What can Grooms do here? It looks like a really tight shot. Oh, what a fantastic shot. That is just an impossible shot. 2 kills, 1,150 damage. He's doing fantastic. He's lost a little bit of hit points, but nothing spectacular. Here comes the R44. Oh, bad miss there by the R44. Great plow into the front by Grooms. Now Grooms decided, damn it, I'm just going to rush him, ram him, shoot him, whatever to get rid of him. And he does. 3 kills, 1,574 damage. It's 3 against 3. Grooms is having a great role here. He's got a Strav again, a Leo, and a Cromwell out there somewhere. 3 pretty formidable tanks, but for an R44, should be able to dispatch them and in short order. On his team, he's got a Churchill 7 and a KV2. Some really difficult tanks to get rid of. There comes the Strav, and Grooms decides, if you're going to show your side to me, mate, I'm just going to put you back in the garage. Goodbye. There's the Cromwell, again oblivious to Grooms, trying to take out the Churchill, allowing Grooms to just sit here and plow a load of AP into him. And the Cromwell takes a kill, but guess what? Grooms gets his revenge, and the Cromwell is sat in the garage, scratching his head, saying, ouch. Just the Leo to go. Oh, the little lippard. The KV2 wants him. I mean, he's a one-shot to a KV2 with that thin skin, and if the KV2 gets an HE roll into him, wow, it's gone. But the Leo does the right thing, bugs out straight into Grooms' gun. Bounces a shed load of stuff onto Grooms, allowing Grooms to try and put some into him. He's now cornered between a KV2 and Grooms. What to do here? Poor Lippard trying to kill the KV2. He really needs to bug out of dodge. He needs to get out of there, but he's not going to because he's too late and he's doomed. And Grooms gets 3,174 damage, bounces 75, 6 kills, another Pools medal. I mean, this is fantastic and a well-deserved mastery. That is a tricky tank to master. Congratulations to Grooms23 there, and I really like to thank Grooms23 for sharing that replay with us. Next up, we go back to Spennyboy 2, who clearly, since becoming a clan lead, has decided to improve his gameplay, and he's got 2 masteries in quick succession. This time, rolling out in the Tier 7 M10 Panther, which is a tank that you don't really see a lot of nowadays. This was one of my first premium tanks, and to be honest with you, I actually like this tank. I haven't played it for a while, and after watching this game, I feel slightly inspired to do it a bit more justice and go out again. So here we are in Alpenstadt, and Spennyboy is rolling out, as I said, in the M10 Panther, the German Tier 7 medium tank. A lot of people again think it's a TD. It's not. It's meant to look like the American M10 TD, but it's not, because it's a Panther. And guys, these tanks existed in real life, by the way. They were done in the Ardennes offensive. So, you know, this isn't a made-up tank, and you can get some really cool pictures of them on the internet. But anyway, enough of that. Look at Spennyboy to go here. He's put himself in a great position. He's already bounced 220 shots coming in from over there, and he's knocked out 750. This is a good position for this tank. He knows that there's 2 TDs over there, the T29 and the Jag Panther. What can he do here? Wow, he can put a nice roll into the JP. The JP unfortunately takes out the Tiger the VK30, but it's not a problem because Spennyboy is able to put some rain down there. He's now going to relocate, quite rightly too. He's going to use the speed to his advantage. He's still having shots ploughed into him, but nothing to really cause him too much concern. He's still got over 1,000 hit points, and he knows that the JP and the T29, well, the T29 is, to be honest with you, pretty formidable, but I think he's AFK. There's the JP. He's basically a 1.5 shot. Now he's down to definitely a ram, or as Spennyboy does there, knocks him out with a bit of AP. T29 thankfully is gone AFK. I guess Spennyboy's luck today with both RNG and MM is been on his side for a change, allowing him to rain and farm damage close up with one of the most formidable tanks at this tier. And fair play to him, why not? Get rid of the T29, easy damage output, and it just helps the team along. So he's now done 2,000 damage, bounced 440, and taken 2 tanks. The 2 TDs, to be perfectly honest with you. Now we've got a Tiger still out there, and Spinnyboy is going to look for him because he knows where he is. There's the tiger. He's down in the gully. Oh, there's the Panzer IV Schmaltern, a formidable tank in the right hands. What's he going to do? Well, let's all focus on the Tiger 1. He's got a Tiger P in support. Plow the damage into it. That was a horrid bounce there for Svenny, unfortunately. But he can get rid of the Tiger 1 quite easily. Oh, Panzer IVS has decided to pop down and try and join in. He's now being absolutely mobbed and surrounded. He is not long for this world. Spennyboy can get him, and he gets kill number 4. 2,648 damage. Still only bounced 440. AMX-12T, bless him, on his own, and there's kill number 5. What a awesome rollout. And that's how you play the M10, guys. It's a beautiful tank, to be fair, once you get used to it. A WoW deserved mastery, 2,733 damage, 5 kills. Clearly was a really well-deserved mastery, and I'd like to thank Spennyboy for showing us that. And I'm going to leave you with Spennyboy dispatching the JP and the AFK T29. And a big hand goes out to Spennyboy 2 of FTC 6 for sharing his 2 replays with us, and to Grooms 23 of FTC 3 for sharing his replay too. And I'm sure you'll all agree, fantastic gameplay by both players. Now I fully accept that the lower tiers, well, they're not really lower tiers, they're the mid tiers, this week have been very my clan dominated, or my clan family dominated, being FTC. But guys, send me your replays, please. The email address is, as per usual, fujitsblitz@gmail.com, and I want to see your replays. By all means, comment below, like if you want to, and if you really, really want to, subscribe, because that would be fantastic. Anyway, as I've said, it's been a pleasure watching these guys roll out in these 3 medium tier tanks. I know I said low tiers, but hey, they're as low as I've got this week. And the other tiers that are coming up are pretty high and TDs only. So stay tuned for parts 2 and 3, which are the higher tiers and TDs, because they are wow worth the watch. And with that, I will wish absolutely everybody out there a very Merry Christmas, although there are some more videos coming. Stay safe out there, guys. Have fun on the battlefield and happy tanking, because that's what it's all about, fun and happiness. Hey, I've been Fujit and you've been great. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'd love if you would press subscribe. Who knows, we can do some more. By all means, drop me comments, tell me what can be improved, and tell me what you'd like to see. I'd really love to know. Anyway, until the next time, guys, happy tanking.